Today we're going to be going over what I've learned from the last month of playing Bloodhound only and learning as much about the character as I can. So we're going to go through, play some games, go over all the tips that I have. There'll be a clip going over my stats at the end of this video. Let's go over all the tips. So the first tip for Bloodhound, and one of the most important things that I've learnt so far, is not to waste your scan. You don't want to just scan every time you get to a new POI, or you want to be able to like use your scan tactically in a fight. Don't just randomly waste it. So don't just go like this, go to a random POI and then just scan. That's not going to help your team. You're not going to get any information out of that, and in the end it's just going to mean you're not going to have your tactical ability when you actually need it in a fight. The second tip is don't run two automatic weapons. The ideal loadout for Bloodhound is something like, so you want one full auto weapon, normally an SMG or something like an R301, and then you want to have something like a shotgun or a sniper for your second weapon, because as a Bloodhound you need to be able to carry ultimate accelerants, and just in general it gives you more inventory space, which is always good. So like right now I'm running Flatline Sentinel. This in theory would be a good loadout. I'm pretty bad with both of these guns, but if you're good, if you could use either of these guns, this would be a perfect loadout. I can't use either of them, so this probably is going to go well for me. I did kind of skip over this tip by accident, but the next tip I'm going to give you is to carry ultimate accelerants as Bloodhound. Your ultimate as Bloodhound is so important for winning fights. You need to be able to have that up all the time. But you need to be able to have ultimate accelerants so you can keep your ult up at the important moments, so that when you're in a fight and need the ultimate, you can just pop it. You don't have to wait till you're halfway through the fight already. The fourth tip is to get good at reading silhouettes. So what I mean by that is, when you use your tactical and you scan someone, get good at being able to tell what legends they are by the silhouette from that scan. You need to be able to, like, say you scan a Bloodhound, you need to be able to tell a Bloodhound apart from all the other legends. Obviously with some legends it's a bit easier, like obviously no one's going to get mixed up between a Wraith and a Gibraltar. They're just completely different. But you need to get good at reading those silhouettes on scan. I still currently have a hard time telling what legends are what when I scan, but it is something that's beneficial to get good at. I'll add in a little bonus tip here. I wasn't originally going to talk about it, because this is something that I personally didn't do because I didn't have enough time to put in to do it. But something that's highly recommended, and it would definitely be beneficial for anyone looking to play Bloodhound and get better at him. Learn like exactly how far your scan will go. So like load into a pub match and say like, oh, I'm gonna stand here. How far does this scan reach? And then actually physically seeing where it goes, and seeing like how close you need to stand in areas to actually get people to show up on that scan. I do apologise that this gameplay has been pretty boring. We landed somewhere that is very like slow playing. The fifth tip and final one that I have at this moment in time, I might add some extra ones in before this video goes live, but is to use your ult when you're in a position that you're likely to get third partied. The reason for this is your ult is an amazing tool for finishing fights quickly. So if you're in a position where you're caught out in the open by a team, and it's very likely that another team is going to push you, you're going to get third partied, that's like an ideal time to use your ultimate so you can finish that fight quickly and stop you getting third partied. So that is the last tip that I have for now. Anyway, overview of the tips. Tip number 1, don't waste your scans, make sure they're effective. Tip number 2, carry ult accelerants. My teammate is cheating. He is stuck under the map. What the hell is this? He's stuck inside the map. What the hell is that? That is not something I was expecting to happen, but that's going in the video now. Tip number 3 was don't run 2 automatic weapons, run something like AR shotgun, SMG shotgun, or sniper if you're not a fan of any of the shotguns. Tip number 4 is get good at reading silhouettes so you know which legends you're scanning and where they were. Tip number 5, use your ult in situations where you are likely to get third-partied or attacked by multiple teams at once. Thank you guys all for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully this helps you become a better Bloodhound. Let me know what legends you want to see challenges like this from next. I'm going to send you over to look at the stats real quick, and then that'll be the end of the video. Okay, so let's go over the stats really quick. At the start of this challenge, I guess I would call it, I'd played 475 games, had 395 kills on Bloodhound, and had 65 wins overall. Now, after this challenge, I have played 687 games as Bloodhound, so I've played around 200 games, 395 kills, which is 637, which is almost double the 395 that I had before, and I have 75 lifetime wins. So that's an extra 15 over the last month. So they're the stats for the last month as well. If you did enjoy this video, please subscribe. It helps out my channel a lot, and I am trying to get on the grind to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Leave a comment, let me know which character you want me to play for a month next and do the same thing for. Let me know what other challenges you would like me to try out Apex as well for a future video. Hopefully you did all enjoy, and I will see you all in the next video on Monday.